Hi, I'm Skai and welcome back to another video, or welcome to my channel. Today's video is a story time video because I've been thinking of video ideas recently and I'm like, maybe I should do a story time. And then I reminded myself of how I almost got scammed into becoming a cam girl. Yeah. First of all, I just want to clarify, I have absolutely nothing against cam girls or anything like that. I don't care how people earn their money. It's just a personal thing. I just don't see myself as one, and I probably wouldn't be able to handle all those creepy old men. Yeah, and if that is something that you do, I mean, if you like it, if you're good at it, and you're able to finesse those creeps, then I mean, do you? But yeah, I feel like I should just get into the story and let's get it started. I swear my life is a comedy sometimes. I don't know. I just have so many weird things happen to me that at this point I'm not even surprised anymore. You can expect though that there will be a lot of story time type videos on my channel. But yeah, I'm just gonna get with it. So it was the summer of 2020, so just last year. I decided that I am moving to Warsaw because I just needed a breather from everything. I needed a change of surrounding because I was just going crazy, and I was like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to just go somewhere on my own and relax a little bit. So I packed my bags and I go. And I was like, you know what? I've been working. I have savings. I can just take a month off from everything and relax and not worry about anything in that month. So I did just that. I rented a room. I had a really great time. I was really active, lost some weight. It was just all going so well. One day I went to grab some lunch. I'm sitting at the table, I'm checking my phone, and I'm like, I should probably check like my balance and everything on my bank app. So I go into my bank app and I'm just like, what? Like, I couldn't believe how much money I wasted in the first month. I was like, girl, like, when did that happen? Like, what were you doing? Jesus Christ. I have no idea what I even wasted so much money on, but anyway. And at that time, I already decided that I wanted to stay the next month as well because I was actually doing really good. And I was like, you know what? I think I want to stay the next month as well. But I was like, okay, well, I can still afford the next month and everything, but I think it will be best and probably the safest thing if I got a job just in case, you know, if I go crazy again. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just not. Just so I have some cash flow all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I decide to do just that. So I write my CV and I go to this site with all the job advertisements in the area and everything. And one particular ad caught my eye. They were offering a really good pay. So I'm like, okay, well, I want to see that. Like, why are they paying so well? So I click. So this is the exact thing they have written on their job advertisement, and that's how they fooled me. What they wrote was like really professional, nothing suspicious at all. They were like, English speaking woman needed for picking up international video calls and phone calls, job in an office, blah blah blah. And I was like, wait a minute, I am an English speaking girl. I'm applying. So the next day I get a phone call, but I didn't really know what to expect because I did send my CV to like 10 other places as well. So I pick up, and so it's a woman calling me from that advertisement that I really wanted to get because like the pay was really good. And I'm super excited. I'm in my head, I'm like freaking out because like, oh my god, if I get this job, like my life is gonna be so good. So she schedules me for a interview just the next day, and I was like, look, I need to look like a businesswoman. Like, this is a job in an office. This is serious. This is good pay. Like, you need to look like you own this freaking place. So what do? I go to the mall. I get a whole new set of clothing. So the next day I'm dressing up, you know, I've got those high heels on, I've got the tie on, I've got that freaking gold watch on my hand. I'm looking like a boss, I'm looking like a businesswoman. I'm like, I've got this. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this job. Like, I was so confident. And I type in the address to my Google Maps and I see that it's only like 10 minutes away. So I'm like, there's no point calling an Uber, I'm just gonna walk there. So I do. Naturally, like, you do have to be at least 10 minutes earlier just to show them like a first good impression, you know, like you're punctual and things like that. So I reached this area like 20 minutes earlier, right? And I'm walking around the blocks and I cannot see the number of the building. And I'm just walking there. I think I've been walking like for 5 minutes. I'm like, frick, like I can't find it. And I was like, okay, I need to ask somebody for help because I really don't want to be late. So I go into this ice cream shop that was just in the area and I'm like, hi, I am looking for this place, blah blah blah. Is there any chance that you know where it is? Because I can't find the number. And she was like, oh, you're the fourth one today. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, there's been like 3 girls already today asking me where is this place. And I'm like, oh well. And I was like, oh crap, like there's a lot of competition. And she was like, I like the way you're dressed. Like the other girls were wearing like mini skirts and their nails were up to here. And I was like, really? Mini skirts for a job interview? Like, come on, like that's so unprofessional. I actually ended up having like a few minute chat with this girl and she was like, you know what, when you're done with the interview, just come back, grab a cone and let me know how it went. And I was like, yeah, sure girl, sure. She shows me which building I should go to and I go. I enter the building and the first thing I see, this is not the skyscraper I imagined. This is just some obscure looking block. But I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it looks better inside, you know? So I go inside, I find the door number, this woman opens. And the first thing I see is those bloody ugly green scraped walls that I can just not unsee and those dirty carpets, and the room was like the size of a of my bathroom, or yeah, it was like the size of a bathroom, like not a tiny bathroom, like it was small. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, okay, like I don't know, maybe this is just like a meeting area, like meeting point. Maybe this is not the actual place. Maybe she just invited me here. Maybe this is just like where she lives. I don't know. I was just trying to find the positives, okay? She tells me to sit down. I sit down. So I'm like, hello, my name is blah blah blah. I am from blah blah blah. So I think I'm a great candidate for this job because I am a fluent English speaker. I work great under pressure and blah blah blah. Like you know the shit that you tell at job interviews, right? I am like really trying to keep this professional. What I notice is that she's not actually listening to anything that I say. She's just looking at me up and down, up and down. She's like just checking me out and I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I'm like, could I get a little bit more information about this job? And she starts talking, but she says so much, yet I am not learning anything from it. She just said so many things, but never actually said anything that would provide me with any information. Honestly, I don't even remember what she was saying, but I know that it just all didn't give me any actual information that I wanted to know. I still had no idea what I was supposed to do, how it all works, or how does a typical day looks like at this job and things like that. She said absolutely nothing. And finally, she mentions something, and like, with the calls, you will be getting calls from mainly men. Sometimes they might be asking you inappropriate things, and it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. So I'm just there, like, it just kind of clicked in my head, and I'm like, God dang it. Okay. I know I'm not gonna accept this job or anything, but I'm still there, like, oh, so what's the website? Because she did mention that we're doing calls on a website. So at first I didn't realize, but then when she mentioned the men and everything, I was like, oh, okay, so what's the website? I would like to check it out myself at home and you know, things like that. And she didn't tell me the name of the website. She was like, it only works in the United States, so you won't be able to access it. I was like, yeah, okay, but at least like what's the name of the website? And she doesn't tell me anything, so I'm like, yeah, okay. And in my head I'm like already so disappointed because I was just really thinking I was about to snatch a really good job opportunity and things like that. I think I kind of made it obvious that I was losing interest. She was like, so would you like to come in for a trial day tomorrow? And I was like, where? Here? She's like, yeah. So that just confirmed that this was the office that we were supposed to work from. I was like, you know what? I think maybe I misunderstood something on this job advertisement that you posted. I was kind of thinking about something else. Like, she was kind of pretending that she didn't know what's up. And she was like, but it's a really good pay. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, so you don't want to come in for the trial day? I was like, no. She was trying to persuade me into it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, no, thank you. I think I just misunderstood something. I'm not interested. Nice to meet you, and I left. So I leave the building, I go to the ice cream place, and I tell the girl the story. I was like, girl. And so this girl was like, did you agree? And I was like, no, grab me a cone. So I got a scoop of like matcha ice cream. Girl looks at me and she's like, well, you can always apply here at the ice cream store. Like, she was so sweet. Like, it was so nice. But I didn't, because I also had other job offers that I really wanted to try out. She was so sweet. Like, it was so sweet that she even offered, you know? So I go home and I get a phone call from the same number. And this woman calls me again and she's like, are you sure that you don't want to come in tomorrow? And I'm like, lady, I am not interested. You are just trying to trick people and I am just not about it. Okay, bye. I actually met up with my friends later and I told them the story. This actually happened after after I got hired and fired on the same day. I already have a story time on that on my channels if you want to check it out. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, first you got hired and fired on the same day. Now you almost got scammed into becoming a cam girl. Like, what are you doing with your life? And I'm just like, I don't know. But like, besides, you know, if you wanted to become a cam girl, you can just do it at home and you don't have to share your profits with anybody, and that will probably be more beneficial for you, you know? But yeah, I guess this is the story. And if you would like to hear some more stories, you can let me know and, I don't know, give that thumbs up or something so I can kind of know that you liked it. And it will mean so much to me if you click that subscribe button. It's so motivating and I really hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, I guess bye.